Hi guys, it's Darian the tutor. Let's learn a new task today. Today I'm going to share with you how to share a screen or a file or any type of document per se in a Zoom session or a Zoom classroom with your classmates or instructors. So let's get started. First, we're going to open the file or document, picture, or whatever it is that we want to share with our instructor or classmates. So right here on my desktop, I just have a random project that I am doing for my business. It's a picture, it's a JPEG, so what I'm going to open it up in is going to be just a simple preview for on a PC, or in Mac case, it would be in the Finder. So we're going to go ahead, you can either double click on it or you can right click on it. I am going to right click on it and hit open with, and I am going to do my standard photos option here, and you can see it popped open on my screen. So now that that's there, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to minimize that, and of course you'll see it's chilling down here at the bottom. And we'll just let that hang out there. So next, we're going to open up Zoom. Your teacher may have sent you an email or provided you a link or provided you a 9-digit numerical course code number or meeting code number. So what we're going to do is you should have on your computer somewhere an app or a program that looks like this one that I just highlighted in the blue box. You're going to go ahead, click on that, and it's going to open up and it's going to look something like this. It's going to want you to join a meeting or sign in. At this point in how classes are functioning, you should really already have an account. So we're going to go ahead and sign in because I already have an account, and I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you probably do too. But you can just join a meeting as well. For time's sake, we're going to do sign in. Mine is using my student email address, so we're going to go ahead and put in whatever email address you created your account with, and the password, and then you can hit keep me signed in if you want to. You can check that box there. You can uncheck it if you don't want to, and then we're going to hit sign in. And you may get a screen like this, or you may get a screen that looks like this. Because I am a tutor, mine is set up default to go to meetings. What you just have to do if yours does not go to meetings, or if it goes to the default home instead, just go to that home tab up here anyways. And let's say we want to join a meeting. You'd click the join button here and enter the course code in which your instructor provided for you, that 9-digit numerical number here, and then click the join button. For this purposes, as there's not a class going on right now as I'm making this video, and there's not a class for me to join, I am going to use one of my tutor classrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, and in my top bar up here, I will slide over to meetings, and I'm just going to log into my tutor classroom for Monday and Wednesday, because today is Wednesday, April 1st. And I'm going to hit start here. Your screen may or may not go to a full screen. It's going to ask you to join with computer audio or headset or whatever you want to do. You want to go ahead and join with computer audio, and you will see down in the bottom it will mute you or unmute you based on the settings you have. Now let's say once you're in a classroom, you could hear all these pings and dings going on, but you can't tell where they're from. That is probably from the chat bar. And so what you're going to want to do is down in your bottom panel here, you're going to see invite, manage participants, polls, share screen, chat, record, and support, or any other options that your teacher may have made available to you. What you're going to do is go ahead and hit that chat button, and it's going to pop open a chat bar in the center of your screen. So some people are annoyed that it's in the center of the screen. I totally understand that. So what you can do is, if you don't want it in the center of your screen, you can actually close it. Take Zoom out of full screen by exiting up here in the corner, and you're going to get a smaller window screen. And now if you go ahead and click on that same chat icon, it'll pop open over here to the side. And so that way you can still see what's going on in class and the chat bar at the same time. Next, let's go into, I really want to share that photo. So let's go ahead, and in your screen, yours may look different from what mine looks like currently on the screen, because like I said, this classroom is a classroom that I host, so I have different options than probably the rest of you. So on your bottom bar here, where you have your unmute, your start video, your invite, your manage participants, polls, share screen, and etc. This green share screen button, if you click on it, you should get a screen that looks like this one. And if you see here, you have the option to share your current screen, share your whiteboard, your iPhone, your iPad, and any other open things that you may have. And if you see there, you see how we opened that photo earlier in just the basic preview or finder. If you want to change from screen to the basic photo, so you see how it went from blue up here to blue down here now, you want to select that. Once you select that, you hit your share button. Your screen may go full screen like this, and that is perfectly okay. This is now showing to anybody that's in this classroom. Kind of fun, right? Now let's say I don't want to share this anymore. How do I stop it? Right down here at the bottom, you can see there is a stop share button. You can go ahead and stop share, and it'll go back. Now let's say I want to share a file that is open in Illustrator. So what we would have to do is, since we're already into Zoom, we would have to minimize our Zoom screen. We can close our photo that we have in a preview or finder if we want. And we need to open that file in Illustrator. So if you go ahead and open your Illustrator, mine is the new 2020 version, so don't be alarmed if your version does not look like mine when it opens. I use mine for business purposes, so it may or may not pop open differently. So now let's go ahead, and I'm just going to pick a random Illustrator file here. I'm going to open it. It's actually, some might recognize it, it's my project for Design with Type for the Pleasures assignment. And so now that we have that open, we can minimize that by clicking the minus tab if you're on a PC, or the yellow, I guess you should say minimize tab if you're on a Mac. And then we'll just want to go back to Zoom, which you can go back to Zoom by clicking this open again. And it's going to say that you're already in a classroom. So you can either restart your session in here, or in your taskbar, you're going to have a little button that looks like this, and it's going to probably have a line in it. On Mac, it's probably going to have a dot, not a line. And if you open that back up, you're going to probably maybe have this little thing right here. And if you just hit this exit minimize video option, it's going to bring back the full screen. And then you go same share screen button before. And now instead of sharing my screen itself, I want to share the Illustrator application. And if I do that, share, now it's sharing that application with everyone in the classroom. Again, how do we stop share? red stop share button at the bottom. And then it takes us back to the regular classroom. And that's how you share files. That would work the same if it was a Word document, InDesign file, an Excel file, a Photoshop file. That'll work with any program. You just got to make sure that you're selecting and sharing from the individual application itself. I am available on tutoring during the week, so if anybody's not sure how to do this and this video doesn't suit you well, I can help you with this during the week, or I can go through it again. Stay safe, everyone, and have fun sharing.